3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Anchors Away. I am Nate Karsner, joined by my father and dad, Kevin Karsner, and we have a pretty fun show lined up for you today. As always, we will start with the question, then we'll go into some Mariners talk, and finally we will be doing that full 7-round Seahawk mock draft and get our grade at the end to see if we did a good job or not. But before we start, obviously, how are you doing? I know we were at the Bats game earlier, so I see the fit. That's fun. But
Yep.
How are things going for you right now?
Doing great. Unfortunately, the Bats lost.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just kind of great just to being out there. Beautiful weather, 80 degrees, little breeze, perfect day. It was just interesting seeing the Bats, which are the AAA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds, of course, and they're both in last place. It's almost kind of reminiscent of Seattle, you know, back when we started the rebuild. I think that's where Cincinnati just needs to go. Yeah, we need to just start building up the farm team now and see if we can get somewhere because they're going nowhere quick.
Yeah, it's kind of the interesting thing, kind of since you bring that up and just like go into that full rebuild mode. But even with that trade with Winker and Suarez, like they just got guys that weren't really prospects. I mean, Jake Fraley, he's nothing. Like,
Right.
I probably know the other two guys, but I don't remember them. But they didn't really try and get one of our big name prospects to really kind of bolster that farm system. And who knows what the what their rank in the standings are with? Because I mean, they're not a great team. They're not a great team. Which like you said, that's where the Mariners were at there too for a long time. So
yeah.
Hopefully they, being in this area now, and they're being the closest team, hopefully they kind of turn things around and get it figured out. But
Absolutely.
With that said, let's go ahead and get this question underway. Last time we did a Sounders question. Today we're going to be going back to the Seahawks because we will be doing that mock draft. And I thought this one was kind of fun. And I think you will know this. So who coached the Seahawks to their first playoff berth?
Was that Chuck Knox?
It was. In
Thank you.
1983. Chuck Knox finished 9-7 record. Seahawks made their first postseason appearance, defeating the Denver Broncos in the wild card round, and then the Miami Dolphins before losing in the AFC Championship to the Raiders.
That's right.
So I thought that was kind of fun. And it's kind of funny that the first team we beat in the playoffs was the Broncos. Of course, that was the first team we also beat to win a Super Bowl. Kind of funny full circle there. But I know you have some takes on the Mariners' number 3 starting pitcher. So let's go ahead and hear what you have to say about Mr. Marco Gonzales.
Yeah, just watching that game. Again, Marco kind of fell back into the old habits, so to speak. I thought he was doing really great there until about the 4th inning, and then the wheels started coming off. But the interesting take that I come back with is being outside of Seattle, looking at that pitching performance. I came back with it at the end of the game as, wow, Marco's got some stuff to work on. Whereas the home team, the announcers there on Root Sports were saying, what a great job Marco's doing and how he had to battle and blah, blah. No, it's the opposite. Yeah. And it's really interesting getting outside of Seattle and looking at it for what it looks like from here, from a different perspective, and not getting just bombarded with the media press of Seattle all day long.
Yeah.
Marco's got some stuff to work on. He was not the ace. And in fact, he's probably slotted right now as a number 3. That's probably the proper place for him on the Mariners. But I would even argue that Marco is probably maybe our 5th starter right now. I don't think he's a 1 or a 2 at all. And I doubt he would be a 1 or a 2 on any other major league team as well at this point. So, what do you do with Marco if all of a sudden George Kirby is lighting it up down or even Stroud is lighting it up down there in the minors? I mean, at some point you're going to have to make a choice about, is Marco the future or is he a trade possibility at the deadline? I just think we got too many young arms that maybe might be able to outdo Gonzales at this point, especially with his velocity and stuff. But that's just my take.
No, I mean, I think you definitely have a fair point, though, saying that. And then, honestly, the other guy I think we kind of forget to talk about is Emerson Hancock as well.
Yeah.
And so there's definitely, the depth coming up. And if, Marco doesn't get it together, there's plenty of arms available in the system where it's like, okay, we can probably move on from him, maybe pick something up. I'm sure like a team like Baltimore might want to get him as kind of make him their like ace type pitcher, or
Right.
maybe a Colorado would want Marco. He doesn't, I don't think he gives up a ton of home runs. So, but it is interesting. Like you said, the hometown media, just great outing, way to rebound, build off it. Perfect outing by Martin. It's like, well, I mean, was it perfect? I mean,
right. Yeah.
No, like realistically, I mean, there's always something to work on. And especially in his case lately, he does have multiple things to continue to work on there, getting the ball down, getting more accurate. And it's stuff we've touched on every time we talk about him. But
and to your point though, in about Marco is, I hope we don't, and that's part of the thing about being a homer when you're in the town, is you're going to want to, root for your local guys that have done well. I mean, it's from Gonzaga. He's a local guy. You want to see him do well. But then again, we don't want to get into the case of, oh, let's hold on to him because we like him.
Yeah.
Felix is another good example. I think we held on to Felix way too long. We could have gotten some trade value for him at one point, but because he was the hometown guy and we grew him up, we wanted to hang on to him. But, unfortunately, with the millions of dollars that are being tossed around these days, it's now a business. And as much as you like the local guys, you hope they do well. And like, I'm certainly not slighting Marco in any sense of the word. That he is a good pitcher. He is a major league pitcher, but sometimes you got to make some decisions that are away from, just rah and the feel good story kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Marco is there. He's on the precipice, but like I said, I don't know if he's really even a number 3 on the Mariners right now. So.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a weird take.
Yeah, no, but I think I agree. And to your point about the homer and stuff, and while you were talking, I was kind of curious, when Griffey was traded, obviously, from Seattle to Cincinnati. And I mean, definitely a different player than Marco, but, same style of, I mean, his dad played for Seattle. He came out, or he first overall pick by Seattle, came up through the organization, tore it up for multiple years. But, I mean, we traded him, but we got some players in return. So it wasn't like, I mean, Mike Cameron, Brett Tomko, to name a couple of them. But I mean, I don't think Seattle should be scared about trading the hometown guy. They've done it. They've done it before, as a Julio almost gets hit in the head there. But I mean, like you said, throughout the whole time, you got Kirby down there. Hancock is a little still away, but he's there.
Yeah.
If you can get something at the deadline, especially if we're in the hunt, maybe you are able to trade him for like a maybe Baltimore's top guy, and you trade a prospect with Marco, and you bolster the rotation a little bit more. Yeah. Especially like we've said, if he continues the same way he's been going, not being very dominant, he's I don't know. It's a very interesting case with him, and it's kind of the outfield situation too, because we know Kyle Lewis is going to come back soon, and it's a good problem to have. Like, most teams are not talking about trading Marco Gonzales if they don't have the depth that we have coming up. So very interesting.
And what a unique problem to finally have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're starting to finally get some position players as well in the organization too, which we've never really had.
No.
So that's pretty exciting. Kudos to Jerry DiPoto for building the farm team.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's definitely put in the work to do that. I mean, we're starting to get those guys that obviously we did not draft, but are definitely coming up. I mean, like the Ty France, or maybe we drafted a lot of the pitchers. I guess I shouldn't say that, but
the pitchers we were heavy on. Yeah.
And Marte, Noelvi Marte, we were talking about him earlier, obviously signed out of Dominican or Venezuela, I think, but yeah, lots of guys coming up, lots to be excited about with the Mariners. As currently while we're doing this, they are in the bottom of the 11th against the Royals. Let's continue kind of talking about the young guys here. Obviously, we are going to be jumping over here. Let me get this pulled up over to the the Seattle Seahawks. And this is
Yes.
something I've been excited about for a couple weeks now since I found out about the Pro Football Focus mock draft simulator that they do have. And so obviously trades will be a thing for us in this one. So if we get to 9 and let's say all the tackles are gone, we're probably going to be trading down. So if you are watching the video, you're not on, the Apple Podcast or Spotify, you will be able to watch everything as that is going to be on screen. But we will be doing that 7 rounds as the Seattle Seahawks, and at the end we will get a grade. So we will see if we are, a good GM coach combo, or maybe we get an F grade like Seattle did in 2012, which turned out to be the best draft we've probably ever had. So we will go ahead and enter the draft now. Obviously, here's the picks on the left, possible trades here on the right. But let's go ahead and start the draft. We are not going to be trading up to number 1. That's not realistic. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So now we are on the clock here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Aiden Hutchinson did go 1, so that's pretty believable. Stingley 2. Ekwonu went to the Houston Texans. Sauce Gardner to the Jets. Thibodeau to the Giants. And there's the rest of those 2 tackles there. And Evan Neal and Charles Cross are gone. And then Trayvon Walker, who might have been a possible option there. But this is kind of what we're looking at. So team needs, according to Pro Football Focus, quarterback, tackle, edge defender, and cornerback. We do have 4 teams interested in a trade. So, immediately kind of, is there anybody that jumps out at you, or are you thinking we're trading back?
I'm trading.
Okay.
There's nobody on the board that I would have wanted at this point.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. I would agree. So here's we'll throw 9 up there for now. We have the Commanders at 11 interested, Texans at 13, and the Eagles at 15. I'm not sure I want to trade all the way into the 3rd round though.
No.
So are we thinking maybe at 15?
Yeah. I'd be willing to go down to 15.
All right. And then we might as well try and get another pick or 2 in here. And since we're not doing 2023, we'll just not even think about those.
Right.
Maybe we go 51.
Sure.
I mean, we have a pretty high chance. We're not doing that. All right, we'll do 15 and 51 for pick 9. So dropping us back 6 spots to see if this one goes through. They have accepted it. So we now, we're just dropped down 6 spots and we will get that extra pick there. So let's kind of see what happens now. We'll go back up to, so the Eagles went Trent McDuffie. Interesting. Jameson Williams to the Jets. That definitely makes sense. Give Zach Wilson a weapon there. Kyle Hamilton. Garrett Wilson to the Vikings to pair up with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. And then Drake Lunt. So the Houston Texans, obviously that pick from Cleveland into the Deshaun Watson trade, get Drake London. And then Jordan Davis, that stud defensive tackle, goes to Georgia. So here we are again. I'm at 15. I mean, Carl Aftis maybe, but I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, I guess the big thing for me was, we were trying to get that tackle, and unfortunately for us, they all 3 of them went. I don't hate the idea of getting a center here. Tyler
That would be probably the one.
Highest graded FBS center in both 2020 and 2021. 3 pressures allowed in all of 2020. 6'2".
Because he's that wrestler. That's what I liked about him. He was the wrestler. And of anything in there, we need a center.
Yeah. And it does kind of,
we really do.
Gets that line bolstered a little bit undersized at 296, but I think with a professional, strength conditioning, he'll get that up.
Yeah, we can get another 15 pounds on him. So that's,
Right.
I would actually take him at the center. I mean, we need to get the line set up. I would love, let's get the center.
And Iowa does produce good offensive linemen. So
yeah, they do.
There we go. Welcome to the team, Tyler. As we go down now to the 2nd round, we are now on the clock at number 40. Just kind of curious how the end of the 1st round went. See if any.
There went Kenny Pickett. Interesting.
Yep. So it looks like Malik Willis went to New Orleans. So there's a trade there.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Trevor Penning on Northern Iowa. Andrew Booth Jr. to Cowboys. Interesting there. Sky Moore already went. And then, like you said, Kenny Pickett to Detroit. So interesting. They're going to be paying Jared Goff and then have Kenny Pickett there as well.
Yeah.
So now we
You know
got,
where I'm going. You know where I'm going for right now, don't you?
what's that?
Where's Redding?
Redding?
Yep.
Who's Redding? Are you talking Ritter?
Ritter. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Ritter.
Yeah.
Put him there.
All right.
Draft him.
Take Desmond Ritter at 40, and that's honestly the hope that I have. So we have gotten that quarterback. They do have some corner and edge defender tackle. Obviously, I'm at 41. Just kind of going through the top here. I mean, I like Josh Pascal out of Kentucky.
I do like
David Ochobo out of Michigan, though, too. He had that health scare, I think, that dropped him quite a bit. But that's somebody else that could be an option. I definitely don't think we need to trade out of this pick.
I don't think so either. I think we use it.
I think,
you know what? Go down. Pick him up. Take him. Kyler Gordon.
Cornerback. 6 foot, 194, 22. Yeah, I mean, he from Everett, 2 interceptions count. I mean, he fits like that typical Seahawk style at corner. So, all right, Kyler Gordon staying in Seattle. Next pick here, still in the second round, and look at that. We do have Josh Pascal on the board still.
Oh, man.
David Ojobo did go, though. So that is interesting to note. Where did he go? So he went right after. It looks like the Colts actually traded up to get him.
Yeah. Let's go for Pascal.
Yeah.
He's an edge. He's a need. Like I said, we've seen him play. He can change a game by himself.
Yep. Last year en route to a Power 5 leading 12% run stop rate, 6'3", 278, good speed. Yep. I like that pick there. All right. Going into the third round now at pick 72. So we've filled up 3 out of the 4 needs here. Just looking for a tackle. And right away, you know, I don't know much about him, but a tackle out of Georgia sticks out.
I kind of like it. Salyer.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Georgia's won the national
321
championship, 6'3", a little short, but weight is good there. All over the offensive line. Normally an interior lineman in the NFL, does look like he could play there. He's projected to be a 5th rounder, but I don't know. Played at least 39 snaps at every position, so you can move him around. Only 1 pressure playing left tackle and right guard in the national championship. I feel like that's hard to pass up.
And he's he's a lineman.
21. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Let's take one out of Georgia, out of the SEC lineman. Good deal.
All right.
Right now we'd have a center and a potential tackle or a guard.
Yep.
So
yeah. All right. So quarterback, tackle, edge defender, and cornerback. We've already kind of knocked down all 4 right away. So it's kind of, is there any position that, you just want to see what's available out there? I kind of curious just to take a look, see just at running back to see what's there still. There's definitely some guys, but I think we could wait if we wanted to.
Yeah, we can still wait. Spiller is kind of a unique one out of A&M.
Yeah, he is.
And I would still kind of wait on him, but
yeah,
he could.
Where is he? Oh, did I just click out of that? Shoot. Let me just look at him real quick. See kind of what the most drafted. Interesting. So yeah, he's fallen quite a bit.
Yeah, he has.
So you look down there, originally up in the 40s, now down in the 100s. Overall 83 grade. Not bad though. Not bad. But yeah, I think we could definitely wait on him as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's kind of part of me that I don't know. Like safety, I feel decent at.
What do we got on the defensive line side?
Defensive line. Do you want edge or interior?
Let me go interior just for the sake of it.
Got a guy from Tennessee, LSU, Cincinnati, Stanford.
Yeah, they're.
Got some guys.
Yeah.
Just kind of curious about this Tennessee.
Yeah,
kid.
let me.
Sending 3 technique who can disrupt both the passing and rushing game. 76.7 career or overall grade this past season was a career high by a good margin. 6'4", 297. Not. He's pretty good size there.
Yeah.
Let's kind of look at the edge real quick. don't know much about him. Sanders weighed fluctuated wildly in the pre-draft process, and he sat on some pretty mediocre testing.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, though, is the Tennessee guy is also listed under edge, too.
Oh, is he? Same kid?
Wasn't that the same kid?
Oh, yeah, Matthew Butler.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can select multiple positions. That's why. There we go.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. Huh.
So, like, if we really think about the, like, Seattle, I mean, we've kind of addressed at least the four needs according to Pro Football Focus. Like, when you, I mean,
they're going for best available, I think.
Yeah.
At this point.
It's kind of what I'd be thinking, too. I mean, they're almost as, like, I'm wondering linebacker maybe, getting, like, an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
See, maybe we can take a look there. Tackle. Okay, just linebacker. Let's Brandon State. His average draft is 84. We're at 109. 6'4", 250. 6 stops. -1 yards allowed on 5 targets versus Rutgers. Top-notch natural coverage skills for a linebacker his size, but everything else is a work in progress. I mean, he could match up with tight ends.
Right.
It's kind of 12 games. 64 tackles. Nothing like
nothing
crazy there. Is that Penei Sewell's brother?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. I
it's got
wouldn't
to
take him now, but yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like you
what's
said.
What's that inside? Yeah. That was just linebackers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we know we got Quandre and Jamal locked up for the next few years, so safety's kind of taken care of. I mean, I don't hate looking at cornerbacks again.
Yeah, you can never have too many if you got a couple that.
Kobe Bryant, that's a name. Josh Jobe out of Alabama. I mean, I'm also like not. I mean, trading down doesn't sound bad either, to be honest. There's no one here that's like really standing out to me.
Yeah, I mean, the only other we might want to look for a receiver. What's the receivers look like right
take
now?
a look at that. Kyle Phillips. Justin Ross. That's a name out of Clemson. Injury history.
Yeah, that's what's keeping everybody away from him.
Yep, led the nation in yards per out as a true freshman. Didn't notch 1,000 after that, but 6'4" at 205.
Yeah.
Don't hate that. 10 games played in 2021, 46 receptions on 72 targets, 11 yards of reception, 3 touchdowns. So he kind of drops the ball.
Yeah.
But does play slot and outside, so kind of interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly kind of leaning toward just trading down, to be honest with you.
Yeah, let's trade down, see if anybody is wanting this pick. Maybe there's somebody that wants something here.
So it looks like we could do, we can get 121 from the Chiefs. See if we can go for 233.
Yeah.
121, let's see if we can get 243 as well. Let's get 3 picks out of this. All right. We're going down.
Okay.
We're going down a little bit. I am curious. You see Spiller just went. So
okay.
New York traded up for Spiller. The Chiefs ended up taking a cornerback with our spot there. So nothing too crazy, though. Justin Ross went to Cleveland. Interesting. Cade Otton from UW goes to Baltimore. So kind of back in that same situation we were.
Right. Well, let's look at Deitch.
Who was that?
Up at the top. Why is he dropped?
Kellen Deitch.
Yeah.
6'7", 301. Highest graded Power 5 tackles in the country this past season. Didn't lose much in pass protection. So that multiple pressures only once in 2021. I don't know. I like his size. Good. Was one of the highest graded Power 5 tackles in the country. I think it's at least
supposed to go as a 3rd round. I'd say take a flyer on.
Yeah, he's a big board 77. Might as well. I like that. So we've definitely gone offensive line here, and we're going to go back-to-back picks. All right.
Damon Clark, linebacker out of LSU.
50 spots higher. Spinal fusion surgery. That'll keep him sidelined in his rookie season. Tick size and athleticism by 7.1%. 88 tackles in 12 games.
That's him right at about 8, 9 a game.
Yep.
Who's that? Who is the running back out of Alabama?
Oh, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
After staying behind Najee for 4 years, broke out 1,343 yards and 4 scores last season. And I mean, if we're looking back at the last few Bama running backs, Derrick Henry and Najee Harris have shown they have been legit NFL running backs. So
I'm taking a running back here.
You want to go Robinson?
Let's go Robinson.
All right. He would be Big Board's 146. We're currently at 152, so that's seems like a steal there. And we're back on the clock again at 153.
And I would say at this point, we are definitely, if we want to package something for next year, I don't know. Neil Farrell. Take a look.
6'4", 330. 89.9 run defense grade. 20. Oh, that's in high school. 5 pressures in back-to-back games versus Ole Miss and Alabama.
Yeah, hello against Alabama and Ole Miss. I'd pick him up. I think he's worth a flyer on.
Yep, I like that as well. And our interior defensive line are pretty old too. So
yeah, that's what I was looking at, and he's just more knowledgeable and probably more experienced at age 24. So I don't have a problem with that.
We go quite a ways there without getting another pick, but I mean, any position that like anything that you want to just kind of take a look at, like you said, kind of throw just a flyer on somebody.
You know what? At this point, let's what we got safety wise out there left.
Let's take a look.
I know we got the 2 guys in the hold, but it's never a bad thing just to have take a look, and you might pull somebody out of the hat.
Marquise Bell is 6'2", 212, 23, 90.
Really.
Yeah, I mean the teams he's playing aren't very.
They are. They don't have anybody that's gonna.
Taro Cole, Louisville kid. You know anything about him?
Not a lot. I don't think that was the strong suit.
Yeah, that's kind of all the safeties they got in this one.
Yeah,
we can look at Brad Hawkins, but
yeah, it was always a good idea just to take a look.
Yeah, and kind of check cornerback, see if anything kind of looks. Why is he falling? 5'11", 173. 1 interception. I mean, he's 37 for 60, 98 passer rating. Yeah, not bad.
No.
You can look at USC's corner, 6 foot, 187, 2 interceptions, worst passer rating compared to the Oregon kid.
There was another SC guy on there too.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, Isaac Taylor Stewart, 6'2", 201. Oh, 122 though for quarterback passer rating. Yeah. It actually got worse from 112 to 122. This is the tough part. What do we got for kickers? Go Cameron Dicker. Pair him up with Michael Dixon. No grades there. No stats. Jake Camarda. Camarda. Man, I don't know. This is tough. You're kind of at the point now where it's just like.
It's just, I would just say all positions that we're just going to look for.
Yeah. And go Idaho defensive end, linebacker out of Michigan.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yep. 6'2", 234, 21 years old. Overall grade in 88.8. 59 tackles. Played kind of all over the place.
Yeah, he did. Definitely plays in the box.
Was originally like
Wow.
pick like 79, 80. Wow. He just continued to fall. That's interesting.
So he started out at 80. Huh.
6'2", 234, 21 years old.
Yeah, take a flyer on him.
All right. So we have 2 more picks. And kind of like you said, just kind of best available at this point. Kind of myself just looking at the average draft position.
Sewell's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, no wonder.
Yeah.
It's best
Yeah.
and against a Hawaii 47. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Huh.
So what's this guy? 6'5", 250, 409 yards, 26 for 37, 8 touchdowns.
8 touchdowns, though.
Yeah.
He's a red zone
Yeah.
tight end.
Might pair well with Noah Fant. Will Dissly, 15 games, 365. Played the slot a decent amount. Don't hate that.
No. Mm-mm.
Let's compare. We got Oklahoma tight end and Alabama tight end.
Yeah.
6'6", 251, so a little bit bigger.
Oh, wow. That's
3 touchdowns. Did not get nearly
no.
the same targets and receptions.
Yeah, go for Cameron.
All right. We got 1 pick left. 243. Just kind of throw a dart and see what sticks, I guess, at this point. Round 7, pick 22.
Do go up towards the top there. There was the guy out of Michigan, the safety.
Brad Hawkins.
Yeah.
6'1", 207. All right. We'll take him. That has been the draft.
Oh, boy.
Curious
Here we
to
go.
see. Analyzing draft, grading your draft. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
We got a B.
Hey.
I'll take that. I'm not upset with that.
Look at that. Desmond Ritter would get an A.
Yep. A on
Josh
Ritter,
Pascal
A
would get an A.
Pascal, A minus on the tackle from Georgia. Our trades are interesting. They gave us a B minus for our trade with the Kansas City Chiefs and a B with the Eagles. Ooh, good pick with Kellen. A plus.
Yeah,
there.
look at that.
Brian Robinson and F, which is kind of interesting. I bet it's because of where we
is-
drafted him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neil Farrell, B. Good pick on Brad. Oh, overall draft grades an A minus.
Thank you very much.
So our trade
you
was a
very
B. Overall grade A minus.
A minus.
All right,
Wow.
Seattle. Well,
There it is.
There's your blueprint.
There it
We
is.
filled all your needs right away, taking the center, quarterback, cornerback, edge defender.
Look at that. Kyler Gordon, hometown fan. B. Look at that.
B. Got a couple A's. Again, I think
Shoot.
Brian Robinson was really just because of where we drafted him.
Yeah. And because he wasn't really a need.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
But we well, if we kind of just look at the kind of conferences, I kind of just curious too.
Yeah.
SEC. So there's 5 SECs, 1 Pac-12 or 2 Pac-12s.
And then the rest look like Big Ten.
Yeah,
right?
Big Ten. Yep. So we definitely.
So we stayed in the power.
Yes.
Except for the one quarterback.
Yeah, Desmond Ritter. We got an A on that grade. I'm curious what this. Oh, okay. This is the first round that went. Oh, interesting. So you can kind of see where.
Oh, right.
Where this one simulated players. That's cool.
Oh, they took that's interesting. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
You can kind of
I
see
like that.
the full screen now if you're on the videos. I got rid of that. Kenny Pickett went at 32 to Detroit. Malik Willis was the first quarterback taken, though, at 19 to the New Orleans Saints.
Amazing that it took took a quarterback not even in the top 15.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what this year was like. Yeah. And that's why nobody's really wanting to draft up.
Yep.
There isn't that one
No.
particular marquee player.
Well, I'm pleased with our draft. I'm going to go ahead and download this so we can post that onto the social medias. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm pleased with that. I mean, I think if that's how our draft went in real life, and at the end of the day that we received a A- draft grade, I'd be happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we probably drafted better than Carroll and Schneider have done in the last 5 years with that kind of record. So
Yeah, and I mean, just obviously I have it off now at this point, but kind of looking at the trades and who we ended up getting with those picks. I mean,
yeah,
15 that we was a first round guy, but at 51 from the Eagles, that was Josh Pascal out of Kentucky. With the Chiefs going 121, that was your big pickup in Kellen Deach there. 233 was that tight end from Alabama, and then 243 was Brad Hawkins, who was a beast. So,
right.
even the trades, it seems like it actually worked out pretty well. Like we didn't waste the picks that we got. So,
well, there we go. That would be fun, general manager. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the real draft now. But
yeah, definitely interesting. But I don't know. Hopefully you had fun with that. I definitely did.
I did.
And obviously, seeing what our grade was at the end and feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah. Hey, A-. I'm not.
Yeah, not upset at all. Currently, as we're wrapping up this episode, the Mariners are still in extra innings with the Kansas City Royals, bottom of the 12th. With that said, though, that's all I had for today.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you wanted to add it in before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's a great kind of synopsis of what we've got to go through this past week. Hey, lots of stuff coming up. Too bad Sounders losing out to San Jose this past weekend, but you can make up for it by beating them in the U.S. Open Cup. So Go get them, guys. And success against Pumas this week.
Yep. All right. With that said, everybody, thank you all for watching. And of course, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor Podcasts, and the video episodes are always on YouTube, as well as clips from the episodes as well, in case you don't want to watch the full episode. There are some shorter segments, more surrounded on the topics that we talked about. With that said, thank you all for watching. Until next time, this has been Anchors Away.